All right. So in the co-main event, here we go. It's a lightweight bout between Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler. He's back. Michael Chandler is no longer waiting in queue for the Conor McGregor, which is the gift that never gives. Is one way you could describe him. But yeah, in that red corner, you got 34, 10, and 0 with one no contest. That's your boy Charles Oliveira, veteran as he is. And in the blue corner, 23, 8, and 0, and that's Michael Chandler. Big difference between these guys is a slightly difference in height, but reach would be massively on Charles Oliveira's side. We're looking at number 2 and number 7 in the division. Big opportunity for Michael Chandler, but he is due and owed all the credits he can get for waiting so long for a disappointment that never really came to fruition. And at the same time, do you think it was right for him to get back in there, or do you think he should have still waited out for the cash cow?
Fighters get itchy knuckles, at the end of the day. I feel like perhaps the UFC forced his hand a little bit there. I think he was probably willing to wait out for the McGregor fight for as long as it took.
Is this the best alternative? I mean, it's like, if it's not Conor McGregor, then give me gold.
It seems like for him, I mean, especially with Oliveira, who was tapped to get the rematch with Islam Makhachev, that didn't materialize. Then he fell short against Arman Sarukian. So if you look at it from Chandler's perspective, you get to avenge a loss. And if Islam beats Sarukian, who's next on that list?
Yeah.
It could be very well be Michael Chandler.
Oh, I hear
if he was to take Oliveira's ranking. That's what I'm thinking. I think that's how the UFC probably laid it out to him.
Yeah.
When they wanted to move on from the Conor McGregor fight. Yeah. I think they probably looked at him and went, look, fans aren't really too interested in this fight now. It's been like 2 years in the making. Conor's got all these legal problems as well that's going on. Here's Charles Oliveira. And I think Michael Chandler is a company man as well.
He is.
And I don't think he hesitated much.
Yeah, no, I agree. I really do think he is. So how do you think this fight gets done then? Do you reckon it's going to look much like the first time out? Oliveira is going to be hot on the hands, going to get his TKO fairly early on? Or do you think there's going to be a bit more ducking and weaving from Michael Chandler getting inside and using some of his own wrestling to mix up the onslaught?
Yeah, that first fight was a very high pace, and I feel that maybe perhaps both men might want to pull back on that a little bit now. I feel that it will go the distance this time. And I also feel like we've seen the best of Charles Oliveira,
Yeah, that's something.
He looked good against Sarukian, and after that fight, I said, look, okay, Sarukian didn't completely go out there and finish Charles.
No, split decision.
To
close.
Yeah, it was a split decision, but I felt that Sarukian just edged it against a very good Oliveira in that fight. I thought he did show up in that one, but I still do believe that we've seen the best of Oliveira.
Wow.
In previous fights, though. So I don't know. You look at him now,
and he's still there. That fight against Sarukian wasn't. It's not like he's washed away. He's washed up. We've seen the best, and his best was even as of late. It wasn't like 4 years ago. The best of him was like his last fight. Is that what would you concur, or would you say that the best of him was like 3-4 fights ago?
Oh, it was a few fights ago, at least. When we saw him take out Poirier, Gaethje, I think that was the best one. Charles Oliveira since losing to Islam. All right, okay, he fought well. The finish against Beneil Dariush was impressive. I must admit, but yeah, I just feel like there's not really much else for Charles.
What a fella. Yeah,
out there.
Hey, look.
As long as Islam holds the belt.
Value day. And look, I'm quite excited by the prospect of Chandler getting a second shot at this and thinking about what he needs to be doing differently if he wants to get a different outcome. I think he does need to start pressing for some of the wrestling interaction and then breaking off and using his hands. It helps him get close. It helps him get on the inside. But he could be dangerous to get on the outside with Charles Oliveira. The current Charles Oliveira, I think, could easily catch Chandler again. In which case, what was this all for in the first place? It's just going to really stalemate the division if he doesn't get the win. I really would want Chander to get this win this time around, just because it does so much to the top of that division that, you know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'm just going to bring up the rankings now just so I'll have a look. Yeah, exactly. Chandler would move into number 2. Yeah. Or no, he wouldn't, because Gaethje already beat him. So surely he doesn't leapfrog Poirier and Gaethje.
He might just.
I think Charles takes a big...
Given the things that he's had to endure at the hands of the UFC and Conor McGregor, he might just.
I think that you put Gaethje in at number 2, Poirier in number 3, and then Chandler will just sit in at number 4. And
where would you put Charles?
5? 5, I reckon.
He beat Poirier.
Of course.
So that's also good.
What? Oh, rankings guys got all this messed up.
You know what I mean? It's like, what? But I think you might actually have to put Chandler above him. You know, he's endured quite enough having to wait for the UFC's and the contract he's been tied up in. They might do this because it rustles some feathers and it creates excitement.
It does. It creates drama, and the UFC will love this drama that comes out of it if Michael Chandler gets the win. You put him in at number 2, and then he's clearly next in line, and then I don't know.
I mean, here's the thing with Michael Chandler. He's been saying, "I see you at the top" for the longest time, but I ain't seen him at the top for the longest time. So, you know what I mean? Like, when am I going to see you up there, bro?
It's true. It is true.
It's about now. It's about time I start seeing him at the top. All right, just getting those gauges and see how this one matches up. Then scores and applause. I think striking. We saw it before. It was Charles.
Yeah, hands down.
Grappling. I think Charles got the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu accolades that could get Chandler into trouble, but I do think Chandler would use it more to his advantage in this fight. The grappling and wrestling.
Chandler's defense was good in that first fight. To be fair. You know, when he was escaping the back mount. Yeah. But yeah, it was Charles that was giving the most problems in that fight. Hands down has got to go to grappling. Yes. And then power. Oh, what happened?
I'm still here, though. You can still hear me, right?
Oh, you're still here? Oh, okay. Yeah. The screens are just gone. Yeah, my head's... If I just, like, go upwards like this, like that, people might be able to see me a little bit better. There you go. You see my face a bit better. I can't hold this position for too long, though, mind you.
Oh, damn it! Where's my?
What was I going to say? Yeah, I would probably give Chandler power and maybe cardio to Oliveira as well, because okay, I can pop that down there now. Yeah, I could probably go Oliveira cardio purely because I do think Chandler did fade. I mean, look, Chandler throws with volume, man. He puts on a pace, and I think that is probably doesn't help him in a lot of ways as well, especially in that third round. And I think that's where the third round where Charles had bested him, or was it the second round he finished him? It was Christ. Second round, so it was the second round, but he folded him. Yeah, no, I still want to give cardio to.
Cardio goes Oliveira. To. You think that would be Charles then?
Yeah, I kind of want to go speed as well. Charles. This one's quite difficult, really. I've not yet rewatched that fight back, so it makes it even harder for me to decide. But that will come tomorrow. I was planning on doing that tomorrow. Are you back with us?
Just about.
Really? What do you guys reckon in the chat? Smash a like on the video if you've not done so already. Going to Ash's comment earlier about Paul Craig striking. He wouldn't give Paul Craig striking. He'd give it to Bo Nickel. That's quite surprising. Bo Nickel's striking isn't
that's gonna make it
isn't the best. I know he caught what's his name really well.
That works. It's a bit jarring.
His debut. There we go. That works.
All right, cool. Just gonna fill this in real quickly. Then we had grappling over for Charles. Power. We had Charles. Sorry, grappling Chandler. Speed was Chandler. Cardio was sorry, I'm getting it mixed up. I mean red corner, Charles. Charles and Chander, getting it mixed up. But yeah, otherwise we just had Chander for the grappling, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Oh no, no. I gave power to Chandler and grappling to Charles.
But it was Charles who knocked him out last time.
I know. I know it was defense against offense in that last
I think
fight.
in that same fight as well, I did say Chandler would have power, but then it was Oliveira that obviously used it.
I know.
Very well.
I thought it was more or less Oliveira's precision, if anything.
What do you guys think in the chat? Would you side with that?
Both
if
guys
we put power over in Chandler's corner.
Yeah, both can crack to some degree.
Yeah.
Very difficult though. But yeah, on the night though, I want to say an upset.
Whoa. And the upset would be Chandler getting it done.
Yeah, a decision. Which baffles me because Chandler's just gonna be on the gas from the get-go, win round one, then drop off.
Yeah.
If anything.
Sounds like a Chandler.
I'm like, I know it does, but you know, I feel like there is an upset in this card, and that's the one. I'm afraid I'm still sticking with. I'm adamant. I'm like, there is 100% going to be an upset on this card, and it's going to be one of those three fights.